Where's your loyalty?
Where you gonna be found?
If you burn me,
Turn around.
I will kill you.
Stop it all now.
You came to rescue him?
I came to worship the highest.
Oh yeah, what's going on, fam? It's your man VACAY-J, and yes, I'm back with another video. This is for Tyler Perry's Ruthless Season 3, Episode 9. This is the recap. And yes, this is another wild one. And as you see, we finally get caught up with the acknowledgement on Tally being dead. So yes, this definitely was another wild one, family. And you already know I'm going to break it down. Before we do that, definitely check out my Episode 8 recap and all the recaps you get caught up on everything. So let's cover Tyler Perry's Ruthless, Episode 9. So now this one is called Does the Highest Know? And the description reads, in an attempt to save himself, Malcolm tells Dikahn the truth about Andrew, and Dikahn goes on a hunt for Andrew. So yes, where we left off, Malcolm coming out of the freezer, definitely snitching and snitching in a bad way. And yeah, he's talking about, his boss sent him. And what do we find out? We find out that Dikahn already knows that, he told Malcolm not to come. And Malcolm's like, well, how did you know? He said, because Mac is with us too. Wow. So now we find out that Mac is a part of the Raku campus. And they say, you know what? Dikah's like, put him back in the freezer. Now we see scumbag Manny. Yeah, he took Zane to the bus. That's the same bus that your other boy was on, right? And she pulls out the knife. Yeah, that's right, Zane. Pull out the knife. She's like, I'm not going to do this anymore. Scumbag Manny's laughing like she's not going to do anything. I mean, you already know she's not playing. She got the knife out. That's right, Zane. You about to cut him up, right? Do whatever you got to do, girl. We got your back. But you know who has her back? That's right. River comes up talking about, brother, what's going on? He's like, what are you doing here? He's like, well, I saw you get on the bus. He's like, get out of here, right? And River's like, no, what's going on here? What's happening? This doesn't look good. Her with the knife, you look like you about to do something. He's like, listen, there's nothing going on here, right? There's nothing going on at all, right, Zane? And she's like, well, no. And River's like, no, what's happening here? Maybe we should tell the highest. She's like, no, nothing's happening. So River's like, listen, how about we forget about this? You stay away from her. And everybody stay away from each other. So he's like, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm all right. And he's like, hey, listen, I don't want to tell the highest anything, but everything comes with the price. And she's like, no, I don't want him touching me. I don't want him doing anything to me anymore. And River's talking about a price. What are you talking about, River? Get out of here. So now we're in the torture chamber. And Brian finally gets the opportunity to see his wife as she is waking up from her little high. And she's like, what's going on? This is a dream. This is a nightmare. I'm dreaming. And he's like, did you come here with Malcolm? And she's like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, yeah, I did. He does me better than you. And she starts screaming like, get me out of here. And Brian's like, be quiet, right? So now, here we go. Dikahn is looking for your boy Andrew. And he's asking scumbag Manny, where's he at? It's like, if you find him, definitely bring him to me immediately. So here comes Dikahn. He goes into the highest's trailer. Ruth is there. He's like, is the highest awake? She's like, no, he's not. He's like, well, I need to talk to him. She's like, well, you can wake him up if you want to, but you don't want to do that. So, he goes in there to talk to him, but she's just like, nah, you need to chill. You need to relax, right? We got plans going on. So now here goes your girl, Elder Mother Mava, and she's like, Dikahn, we need to go to the store. You need to give me a boy because we need to go to the store. He's like, well, I'm busy right now. Well, I'll just tell the highest that you were busy and you couldn't get the highest's stuff. And she's like, come here, I'm going to tell you something. She's like, I don't think Ruth is pregnant and we're going to get a pregnancy test to test her out, He's like, I don't care about that, you know? And he's just like, well, whatever. She's like, yeah, well, we're gonna get that test and you're gonna help me do that, right? He's like, whatever. And she's like, what? He's like, nothing. And she turns around and she's like, you know, with that little noise. She's so annoying, right? So now we see River with your girl, Ruth, and they are behind, you know, over there where the showers are. And I tell you, these people, they take the longest showers, right? So here we go with River talking about he wants her to do something else, right? And she's like, listen, the last time I did something, you know, I got dragged across the campus and everything else like that. I'm not doing anything that you're suggesting I do. And yeah, we see that Ruth, she's not playing with River, not playing with River at all. So now here we go in the punishment trailer, and your girl Lacey is losing it. She's like, Oliver, I want you to strangle me and get it over with. I don't want to be tortured. And he's like, no, what are you talking about? Like, get out of here with that. Like, you're losing your mind. She is losing it. And Oliver is like, listen, I'm going to do everything that I can. Zane is going to save us. Zane is going to save us. So now here we go. Elder Mother Marva and Ruth. And she's like, oh, you're looking good with your glow. You're so pregnant. And then she's like, well, I watched you in the shower and your belly is as flat as mine. You know, Dikahn was laughing about that. She's like, well, you know, the same thing that happened with my daughter. And, you know, after a couple months, and then I start to grow, right? She's like, oh, okay, well, that sounds good. She's like, all right, well, have a great day, Elder Mother Supreme. She's like, hey, by the way, I heard Tally is dead. And boom, look at Ruth's face. She's like, what? She goes back. She's like, how do you know that? She's like, oh, you know, I just found out, you know, that she basically killed herself. Yeah, yeah. And she's like, well, that's good. That's good, you know. And she asked her if she missed her. And she was like, no, that she's a deserter. Right? Of course, Ruth missed her, right? So now here we go. Andrew is in the back. He's like, you know, I got a headache, Elder Mother. I need some aspirin. I need something for that. And she's like, well, you shouldn't be back there. Here, take these other pieces of pills or whatever and give me a cup right there. And then she gives him a cup. He puts the medicine in his pocket and he acts like he's taking the medicine and he drinks. And he's like, oh, Elder Mother, thank you so much for taking care of me. He's like, well, I need you to go to the store. She's like, okay, I'll go to the store. So now here we go with Ruth, and Ruth sees your girl Joan. Joan comes to the highest trailer. She's like, oh, they're both acting like, oh, it's just a great day to be in the Raku, and you know, you're the highest wife to be. And then the highest comes out. Of course, they're talking all loud, so to make it seem like everything is all good. Joan wants to use the computer because she wants to give the highest an update and says they got 2 more branches and she needs to check the email. So he's like, all right, do whatever you need to do. He's like, hey, I'm about to go take a walk. So the highest goes to take a walk. And Joan and Ruth sit down and like, oh, it's just a great day to be with the highest and the Raku. And then they're like, all right, girl, it's over. He's gone. Like, what's going on? Well, you know, I can get, you know, Joan's voice, I can get 750,000. And she's like, okay, well, that's not enough. So they go in there and then she's like, well, did you know that Tally killed herself? She's like, yeah, how do you know? I was on the internet and I searched for it and I found out and I told Elder Mother Marva what happened. And of course you see Ruth's faith and Joan is like, listen, you got to keep it together. And she's like, don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. So she tells Joan to leave and she leaves. Now back in the torture chamber, we got Crazy Lynn and Brian. And yeah, she is still obsessed. She wants to get out of there. And here comes Andrew sneaking in there, right? So he takes the pills that Elder Mother Marva Supreme gave him and he gives it to them. He's like, here, take this. It's going to help you with the pain. So he's trying to help them out. And she's like, yo, get us out of here, Andrew, get us out of here. And of course, Brian is like, yo, you got to get us out. He's like, yo, I'm trying. I'm going to try to figure something out. I can't get you out right now, but I'm trying to figure something out to get you guys out of here, right? So we already know that Mac is not going to help. So she's like, I don't care what you're doing. You need to get us out of here right now. And everything else like that. You know, she starts screaming and yelling. She's like, Andrew's in here. Andrew's in here. She started yelling and banging on stuff. They're like, yo, be quiet. Yo, shut up, shut up. Right? And he's looking at Brian like, yo, shut her up, man. Yo, shut her up, right? And then, boom, he kicks Lynn in the head and knocks her out. And Brian's like, yo, what the heck, man? He's like, yo, I'm sorry. I just had to shut her up, man. I'm going to figure things out. I'll be back, all right? I'll be back. And Brian is like, what the heck? Your girl is knocked out. Andrew had to knock her out because he was going to get him in trouble. So he had to do what he had to do. And of course, Brian is like, damn, man, I'm going to get Andrew when I get out of here, right? So that is the recap of season 3, episode 9 of Tyler Perry's Ruthless. Go ahead, family, definitely drop your comments below. And you already know, yeah, again, another wild one. We finally found out, yeah, Tally is definitely gone. So we're all caught up now with the whole transition and connection to the Oval as well. So yeah, we're up to date and now we're going to move forward. And again, I'm looking forward to the next episode as well. So again, I thank you all for watching. Again, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Absolutely like, comment below. And if you're loving Tyler Perry's Ruthless, go ahead and smash that like button for me. I really appreciate it. And again, if you're loving this video, definitely check out the next one. Until next time, salute.